What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay in the building. We back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. See how I share this video. Whew! Alright. Before we get this game started, I want to say this. The score at the end of the game don't indicate how close this game was. Now, I'm going to give my full summary at the end of this game, because there's a lot that I want to say about this. But let me start by saying this. Jackson State did everything they could to give this game away, and FAMU just couldn't take it. And let me say this as well. FAMU ain't did nothing different that they don't do that they haven't done all year long. They can't stop the run, and they can't run the ball. And they reared its ugly head at the end. But there's a lot that I'm going to say about this. So, oh, man. This was a classic. But, man, listen. Jackson State did everything they could to lose this game. And FAMU said, I don't want it. So you know what? They said, all right, well, if y'all don't want it, hey, let me get it. Oh, my goodness. This was, man. I'm not going to lie. At the end of the first quarter, I thought we was in for a shootout. Everything that I said on Wednesday or Thursday, I thought it was coming to fruition for me.
And once more, feeding the rock to Irv Mulligan.
Both defenses was like getting exposed in the first quarter. It was, man, listen. Like Jackson State had some questionable play calling because I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand like half of some of the plays they were running.
The flea flicker here. It's Jacoby.
If he throws it out in front, that's a touchdown. He's wide open. If he leads him down more, that's a touchdown.
So now, inside the red
See,
zone,
you didn't need to do that.
To
hey, listen, all them screen plays to the outside, the jet sweeps and all that, you didn't need them in this game. You did not need it. None of them plays worked. You needed to do none of them. Because the problem with FAMU's defense is that they're built to play outside the numbers. But anything inside, bro, they are light in the ass in the box. They are light as hell.
Here, a big 4th and 1
they could have stopped him right there. They really, Jackson State really could have ran up the middle the entire game. They really could have.
And a score for the Tigers.
They absolutely could have ran up the middle all game.
Brought down by Joshua Nobles, number 2
game rushing on the ground.
Man,
that's
listen.
Just not going to cut it. If they can establish, control the line of scrimmage and the ability to run the football, they'd have a greater chance of success. But you see right there, they are just not winning the battle at the line of scrimmage as blue jerseys.
Yeah, FAMU's going to have to
see what he draws up and
come up with something better than what they've been doing.
More pressure.
They've been putting it in his hands far too many games. You ain't going to win a lot of games not being able to run the ball, bro. I don't care who you are.
It's coaching royalty for sure. The handoff to Irv Mulligan, and Mulligan.
But I like the game plan from Jackson State, though. Some of the play calls was questionable, like I said, but the game plan that Jackson State had, I liked it.
In motion, Morgan looking.
They just have a turnover problem, and we're going to talk about that too. They have a turnover problem.
Take it off tackle, a little bit quicker in the foot, has really developed as a running back.
Yeah, like the Jets, y'all didn't need to do none of that. You didn't need to do none of that. You didn't have to do that, bro. Y'all could have kept some of the play calling simple.
We're here on 2nd and 8. Terrell joining Morgan in the backfield, and
yeah, none of them plays work, but the entire game, none of them plays work. None of it. I don't know why they kept doing it.
As the Florida A&M defense,
It ain't work.
Donald to try to shore up along that defensive line, and that's Travis Terrell.
I don't know why they ran. She on 3rd down, bro. Why would you run that play? You trying to play it too conservative, bro? And then look at that.
Try to go up by 2 scores.
Like, try and get the 1st down, bro. Like, why y'all playing so safe? I don't be understanding, bro. Like, they be trying to play it so safe, bro. You trying to win the game. Go out there and win the game. Stop trying to play it so safe. Playing for a field goal, bro. Go for the touchdown every drive.
Thad Franklin Jr. in the backfield, and they fake a reverse.
Woo, boy, I'm glad they caught him, boy, because he could have been gone.
Run there, pickup of 8.
Boy,
thanks, Jay, for
that was a great tackle.
3rd and 2, the run straight up ahead.
That was a great tackle.
Again, picks up the 1st down, move the ball at their 37-yard line. Richardson to his right, pass complete. That's Goldie Lawrence, and Goldie Lawrence.
Hey, one thing about FAMU though, they threw it down to everybody. They were throwing it to everybody. I think he threw it to like 9, I think 8 or 9 different players.
A yard as
a has to step up and make a read and deliver the ball. You're in charge of this offense.
Pump fakes, looking dangerous throw.
Pump
3
fakes.
blue jerseys around the receiver, Ace Cobb. Got to get to the 47-yard
Oh,
line.
that's what happened. I was wondering why he was so wide open, and I'm like, what the hell you looking at? I'm like, why, bro? That's crazy. I didn't notice that until now, bro. I didn't notice that. But I was wondering why he was so wide open. What the hell you looking at?
But the cornerback heard his coach on the sideline, and he was looking at the sideline. That's why.
That's correct.
Was able to get open.
I'm like, why was he so wide open, bro? But I see it. That was crazy. Why are you impressed, man, looking on the sideline?
Has it, pass complete. That's Marvin Landy. Landy, the big tight end, who comes in. A lot of new pieces on this.
That was crazy.
Making the difficult things look easy, not getting ahead of himself, and finding a rhythm.
Yeah, up the middle. Exactly. Just up the middle. Y'all should have been doing that all game, bro. They are lighting the ass, bro. Just run up the middle the entire game.
He blew him up in the hole.
They lighting the ass in the box, bro. Yeah, listen.
Just meet him in the hole, bouncing off the tackle by Braylon Oliver. That's what a good running back does. You can't take for granted in a game like this. You got the touchdown, but now because of the personal foul, you're kicking the ball off from the 20. So Florida A&M with a decent return is going to have
coconut water, bro. I'm telling you, this coconut water,
it's
amazing.
That's number 85, Robert Lockhart, and Lockhart will give them great field position, a 27-yard return.
There's a lot we're going to talk about.
They've got a matchup versus Jackson State towards the end of the season. And Florida A&M, although they have not looked pretty, they continue to win. I mean, they've given you 30 yards worth
Jay
of
Walker said it.
Position.
He said it.
And you had a decent return.
Their wins ain't been pretty.
Well, they're trying to go for it. This time, Jamari Gasson is the guy, and he got it.
13. I said, yo, y'all got to get that corner out the game. That's, yo, I said after that touchdown, I'm like, yo, you got to get him out the game. He getting dog walked out there already.
Man-to-man coverage, they set him
already in the first quarter. I'm like,
y'all
y'all better get 13 out the game, dog.
You have to play some soft coverage and keep everything in front of you.
Jamari Gasson,
that's what I said after that. I'm like, you gotta get him out the game.
Here on 1st and 10, the
exactly, bro. Just run up the middle. They are light, bro. They don't wrap up a lot. They're light in the box.
And then a couple of players tangled. Passing game for Jacobian Morgan. He's found 6 different receivers thus far. And this time he's going back to his high school teammate, Tyquan Henderson. They connected on the first score of
the buses on Friday when they got here, and then Saturday had to be 25,000 plus people out there. One of the highlights of my broadcasting career, and JSU showed
But-
up and showed out.
Uppers they went to.
Of course.
FAMU,
Florida
yo,
A&M.
realistically, dog,
I'm glad you know. It's Jacoby and Morgan going on the outside, one-on-one coverage.
I hated that. That was not a pass interference, bro. I didn't like that. I didn't like them throwing that flag. And I was going for Jackson State. Well, because I bet it on them. But that was not a personal foul. I don't why the ball was over his head, was not catchable. I don't know why he threw that. That was a bad call.
State sending Terrell in motion once more at misdirection there.
See that bounce. He's feeling.
Mulligan, indeed, right there at
They
the
should have gave him the ball a hell of a lot
I think
more.
you might be qualified to
Let me see
Number
how many
0,
carries he
Travis
had.
Terrell in the
They
backfield.
should have gave him the ball 25 times because the running game was
red
working.
zone, and right there,
The entire
snuffed
game
out
was
and
working.
Nowhere to go as big number 90 Cameron Donald was there to take him down. Yard attempt for Gerardo Beza. He missed one earlier, but this one is true. So it gives the 25th ranked
Yeah,
Jackson State
Irv
Tigers
Mulligan
a
ain't
slight
we're gonna talk about
edge
that.
here. And then game down 48.
Irv Mulligan ain't get the ball enough,
University of
bro.
Texas.
He ain't get the ball enough.
Austin was popping today as the pass out of the backfield.
Great play.
And that's Ashton Taylor. Taylor with the
The game.
on second down, and it's Daniel Richardson design run, and he took a shot there.
That was a
at
bad
the
flag.
end,
I don't-
and flags flying from everywhere as I think Jay, you know, we go through
That wasn't a head-to-head.
seminars all the time.
That wasn't head-to-head
and
anyway.
Oftentimes we kind of have, you know, 50-50 type of calls.
Yeah, he didn't lead with his head. Nah, that's not a no.
After review,
Thank
there
you.
was
Yeah,
no target.
thank
Of
you.
course.
Thank you.
Still,
like-
first down, Florida A&M.
I'm like, that was not
course.
targeting
But
at
again,
all.
When we go,
Good call.
Daniel Richardson readies Kelvin Dean, splits wide, and tried to again get it in a tight crease. Just dangerous throw from Richardson. Kalani Norris was the intended target. Taylor, 7 and ticking on the play clock. Richardson handles the snap, looks, steps up.
That was a good play.
delivers,
That was a good
and
play.
the pass is complete to Dean.
That was a real
Dean,
good
the
play.
running back out of the backfield. Picks first half. Most that they've scored in a half in the first half this season. And here, Daniel Richardson stepped up, swallowed up at the 50-yard
what they do.
line. How about Reed Pulliam? First time we're calling his name.
what
Bring
they
them
do.
Of the day, Jackson State pushing them back. It's 2nd and 20 for the Rattlers. Here's
That was a good move.
Pulliam once again giving chase.
That was a good move right
The
there.
pass incomplete. Quan Lee was the intended target. 36% on third downs today for the Rattlers. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Daniel Richardson going
Look out.
underneath, and that one deflected and
That was a bad throw.
intercepted. So tipped. And then
One of the
it's
few
Keegan
bad
Williams
throws he had, though.
coming up.
Looking forward. He's there like, oh, all right, just take it. Can't do this quarterback.
Yeah, listen.
I saw
In a
right
game
away with
like
left
this,
hand,
bro,
like,
you gotta
oh, he's
be
giving up on this. Look,
perfect
this is not
with
how
your
you throw a
throws,
ball.
dog.
Watch, he's like,
Yeah,
go
he-
ahead, just do that. Inaccurate throw, ball tip, interception.
Cobb, INT.
That was
by
terrible.
Kiefer
That was
Wiggins.
wild.
Here go the Tigers, and that's Irv Mulligan, who's stopped by number 8.
Exciting guy you got there. I like Irv Mulligan running the ball, but I think they need to get Terrell on the field and give him an opportunity to make a difference in this game.
Well, Irv Mulligan gets the call again, swung down. This time it's James Gardner in on the stop.
Minimum.
And
Good
there,
hands.
soft spot there in
Good
that
throw.
zone. The pass complete, and Jonas Fortillion, his ear.
Jonas Fortillion.
This offensive line for JSU doing a great job protecting their quarterback.
Morgan is at time, this time giving chase, and that's Alan Smith who rips it loose.
Turnovers,
Scooped
bro.
up, and that's
Oh,
Eric
man.
Horn on the recovery.
He has a fumbling, but he fumbled the ball way too much.
And put this,
Jeez.
he gets indecisive, does not realize that he's being tracked down by Alan Smith Jr., number 23, with the strip sack.
Yeah,
Great
no,
play by
no play
Florida
awareness,
A&M
bro.
defensively
Like
to step
there
up.
was no awareness.
And after he gets in, as the Rattlers have it at their own 46 man in motion. And Kelvin Dean with the carry to that left side, trying to give push.
There's a lot we're going.
And no
Oh,
gain on
listen.
that run.
Stay tuned for the end of the
thought
game.
is
We got some
Florida
things
drive
to
and
talk
get another
about.
score.
Man. Oh man. Whoa.
You're on 2nd and 10. The handoff and some room for Thad Franklin, who's still on his feet somehow.
That's one of the
Gets
few
out of
good
that
runs they
bubble
had, bro.
across the
Because
25 and down at the
one of the few good runs they had.
21-yard. Well, quick play after that 36-yard reception. This time, it's a quick pass in the flat to Franklin, and he trucks over as the Rattlers are now in the red zone.
From the 9 or 10-yard line, so they're going to have to get into the end zone.
Little stutter step and tripped up.
Giving you a bunch formation up top to give you some eye candy to do something different to try and run it up the middle. So they try and deceive you, but it was great recognition by Jackson State, realizing you're trying to set me up to give me attention up top. Receiver that's in stride.
Trip receivers to the
13.
top of
You was beat from the word go.
Got it.
Why are you giving the inside away?
Once more, his second TD of the day.
13 got beat 3 times in the first half. But like I don't understand why he gave the inside.
Carry by Irv Mulligan.
There was nobody. You had no inside help.
Was in on the stop.
Get some energy back into the building. You know, a couple big plays you need, a couple missed tackles.
Wide open receiver to the field, and that's Tyquan Henderson. And Henderson with plenty of.
I'm out so excited. So great job by James Colsey and the Rattlers of taking the crowd out of the game.
Play action or read option rather. The RPO worked as Isaiah Spitzer
And
the players for
Jackson State needs a new field goal
their
kicker.
equipment. In pink is the
Y'all
handoff
need a new
to
field goal
Travis
kicker,
Terrell.
y'all.
And Terrell Jr. right
They do.
there at the 50-yard line.
This becomes a big possession to rip off some chunks of yardage. Your offensive line is doing a great job in their pass protection.
And Morgan standing tall.
That was a great play.
Intercepted.
That was a great play.
By Kendall Bowler, the
That was a
all-spike
great play.
performer.
That was a hell of a play. Hell of a play. That's how you go get that. That wasn't, listen, to be honest with you, that's not a bad read. That was just a great play.
What?
Go for it.
That's not a, I'm not mad at that read. That was just a great play, bro. That's a great play.
Right there, stepping up into the pocket, nowhere to go. Couldn't escape Joshua Nobles, and Nobles in his first season.
If you gonna throw that, bro, you gotta throw it long. But
Pretty good
that was just a great play, bro.
Call a
Great
timeout
play.
after the play.
They go to the outside, and that's Jamari Gassick. Gassick gets out of bounds and directing things.
And he went up.
Richardson
He
on
went
the
up to
snap.
go get that
The
too.
late handoff.
As short as he is,
What
he
a play
went
made by
and
the
got that
defense,
one.
The hold, Jeremiah Williams, a leader on that D-line. Timeout. Great field position here. Empty backfield for Jacobian Morgan. He feels the pressure, gets away, wisely throws it out of bounds.
And what I'm starting to see is Jacobian Morgan is looking to get to the Hall of Fame.
I'm not
Still have a
sure.
bitter taste about that one, but I'm glad at least he finally got in.
Well, Travis Terrell, they wanted to get the ball in his hands.
He's
wrapped up and brought
They should have
down
gave him the
by
ball
Corey
more.
Collier Jr.
He should have been more
See that.
involved.
Definitely should have spiked the ball in that situation.
And Jacobian Morgan seeing nobody up the middle. He
Spike
takes
it.
it by himself. Brought down by Deco Wilson.
Clock, clock, clock. Don't call
Yeah,
timeout.
I don't understand
Tough to
that,
get him
bro.
the ball in this situation.
Y'all
It's
supposed to
slow.
just spike the ball.
Looking his way the entire time, feeling the pressure. Once more, Allen Smith Jr., who had that strip sack, trying to give chase to Jacobian Morgan with the Jets. And good play by Morgan.
From Florida A&M, I may dial up something to force him to go left.
Pressure right in his face, and he gets away and completes the pass to Isaiah Spencer, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Terrell in the backfield to the left of Morgan.
That should have been picked off. That was a bad throw.
Deco Wilson
Boy,
nearly had it.
boy, y'all were playing with fire.
Field goal here by
Dog,
Gerardo
that should have
Mesa,
been picked.
37
Y'all
yards
shouldn't have
out.
scored that.
It's up.
That's what I said, man.
and it is
Listen,
through, so remains
Jackson
perfect
State
in
did
the red zone this
everything they
season.
could to give this game away, bro.
And Jackson
Y'all practically almost gave this
Place
game away,
definitely
and FAMU just couldn't do anything about it.
HBCU culture is.
Boy,
Irv
that
Mulligan,
boy.
who nearly got away once more. Deco
Boy, you're
Wilson
lucky.
tripped him up. Remember,
You're lucky.
Mulligan who broke coming back.
And that was
from his
Deco Wilson,
injury
too,
from
who
a
dropped
season
that.
ago.
Boy, you lucky.
They hand off to number 5, and Blue once more running to the right side, and a flag at the 50-yard line. Alan Smith.
Your presence to pick apart the defense.
Landy coming in, and the RPO.
That was a big play.
And it's Morgan who's got some good running room, and then on the receiving end of that tackle from Chase Lloyd.
So top half of your screen if they decide to throw the ball that way.
And there's Travis Terrell trying to sneak through, but the Rattler defense is going to hold. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you make that call there, you're going for it on 4th. If you pick
He scored a touchdown earlier. Landy shifts to the left side.
First down.
And the short yardage
First down.
specialist of Amari Matthews picks up the 1st down.
Absolutely. He's the guy they go to in short yardage, and coming in, he was averaging 6 yards a carry and activity of the play selection. You know, when they had Terrell going in motion and really distracting the Florida A&M defense, they've gone a little bit more traditional since.
Yep, just run the ball up the middle.
Finding a gap up the gut, or up the left side rather. As that's all the Rattler defense has seen thus far from Jackson State. Coming out of the locker room first.
Y'all ain't need. I don't understand why y'all throwing the ball on 1st down. Run the ball.
Stepped up in a major way, tied for the most.
Y'all had some questionable play calling, and I don't understand it.
31. Design run play for Jacoby and Morgan.
Fumble.
James Gardner.
Look at that.
Was able to charge
Like,
it loose, and Chase Lloyd is
y'all
right
finna
for
score
it.
and you do that. Like,
And he's coming up with it out of the pile, and it's Florida A&M. Their 3rd.
Irv Mulligan should have been
On the right. They were away.
y'all should have been game planning to give him the ball 25 times. This game was for him.
We had a chance to look
Like
at
sometimes,
that,
bro, like y'all almost
lose,
was
recover
play
by
calling
Chase Lloyd.
yourselves right out of this
Call
game.
stands on the field. Florida A&M
I don't.
trying to find some rhythm in the running game. You know, Joe Henry was the run game coordinator.
Initial push at the line of scrimmage, and they just aren't physical enough. I mean, that's just what's happening. They're not physical enough at the point of contact to get that forward lean.
Dean once more on the carry.
This game should have a little cushion. So Florida A&M, this is their style of play in this 2024 campaign. It's not the prettiest thing out there, but they'll always find a way to win.
Well, those screens set up for Kelvin Dean, and a flag in at the end of the play.
Yeah,
We've
I
seen
don't.
a lot of laundry on the field from their own 45. Ball carrier trying to bounce, find some daylight. That Franklin picks up about
Yeah, I think
3
Jay.
yards
Listen,
on the carry. But going back to
Jay Walker ain't wrong, bro, because that's how they've been the entire season. Like I said before, man, yo, FAMU ain't played no different than how they played all year. They ain't played no different.
That's just not what Florida A&M does.
3rd and 4. Richardson with time in the pocket, steps up, pass complete to the outside. That's Ace Cobb. So Cobb keeps the chains moving after that 16-yard with some different players than expected in the preseason. Now
Boy.
fumbled. And
Well, you're lucky.
that toss could have gone bad. Daniel Richardson is able to jump back on top of it.
They've fallen off a little bit.
Okay.
They've fallen off. They haven't been to Frisco in a little bit.
Second
See,
and 15
that's
underneath.
bad throw. Like
And
what?
Franklin saw that one behind.
That's an
Couldn't haul it
easy
in.
throw to make, bro.
Really emerged. Haven't been playing FCS that long, and they're a national contender already.
Richardson hit as he's thrown, and that one was nearly intercepted.
Y'all need to
It was
catch
so
those,
bad
bro.
Franklin was in on it. BJ
Man.
Watt. And what does Milton Patterson do here? Gonna look to attack, and Irv Mulligan's able to sweep out of the end zone and by the defender. And boy, a lot of breathing room on that rush from Irv to get him. Instead, Irv Mulligan scampers for 19 yards. And that one batted down at the last second.
I don't understand what
Kendall Bowler
y'all
ends up playing
doing.
The PBU. And you talked about the NFL scouts.
I don't understand why y'all calling that on 1st down. Yo, every first down call should have been a run. Every one of them. Now you're pressing. For what?
Or rather, Morgan at times. As
I don't
Tyrese
understand
gives
it.
him
I don't
battle.
understand what. I forget who called them plays, but why?
Dupree in motion. A little movement, the pressure, and Davion Moreland pops the ball loose as he hit him.
Man, listen. Dog.
Loss of 10 on the second.
Got off to a fast start, but Florida A&M, like they normally do, finds ways defensively to slow you down.
Well, rough slip there to number 8. Your career said that was 0 for 2. As a freshman in tally, as that one is complete to the outside to Quan Lee. And then as a sophomore, to try to pick up this first down.
This is no gimme for Florida A&M. 3rd and 1 because they've not been controlling the line of scrimmage. And right there it just shows up as Jackson State comes up with the huge
That's
tackle
crazy.
for a loss.
That's crazy.
Drew Thompson, big number 4.
Y'all need new field goal kicker too.
Gillis, one of the tops
Like,
in the nation in terms of field goal percentage.
No,
but he
man.
pushes it right. It's going to be no good. Well known for his accuracy.
Yikes.
300 plus.
Yeah, I don't know. Got to be close to it. Irv Mulligan able to wiggle out of some tackles.
Man, listen. Every first down
Brought
should have been
down
giving him the
by
ball.
Jamil Sanders, gain of 3
And if we will call it
for the Hornets. Now on 2nd and 7. And that one complete to Dupree. Dupree picks up the first down. Aaron Jenkins with the tackle, and that's the first completion in a while for Jacoby.
who's had a good one, and the offensive line, leave it in their hands.
Again, Mulligan,
That should be
great
every first down
on the
play.
ground today.
That should have been every first down play.
Pickup of 4. Mulligan, 3rd quarter. Morgan looking and awaits. And keeps it himself. And picks up the first down. You know, Jacoby Morgan, that's another dimension of his game.
I'm going to call him a runner. Sometimes he looks a little awkward, but he can run, and he can hurt you with his legs. But he's a pass-first guy.
This game for Moultrie.
Continuing the drive here for Jackson State, 2nd and 5. Moultrie remains in the backfield, tries to spin off an O-lineman, and some chatting going on between Henry and Alan Smith. Some improvement for this 4th quarter. The toss to Terrell, always keeping an eye on him. That's rather Janalen Dupree, and fumble. It was popped loose, and coming up with the fumble recovery is Jamil
I don't
Sanders.
understand the play call.
So the
I don't understand it.
turnover.
In that case, it was the worst scenario you could have. He was going to be tackled for a loss and fumbled the football. Turnover possession. It's just something about.
Yeah, I gotta hold on. You gotta hold on to the ball.
And now the Tallahassee, Florida A&M Rattlers trying to see if they can
have the ability to run the football. Run the football so you can expand the lead, eat some clock.
Able to pick up the first down there, as that's going to move the chains. Franklin
Davis, number 62, the left tackle, who's grabbed that left tackle starting spot.
good blocking, slight window. It's in there. And Carter Johnson with his second receive.
All effectively now. A little bit more challenging going for 2nd and 7.
Franklin sees some space along that B gap and is able to make it third. They do bring pressure. That's Ashton Taylor able to
should have dropped it on purpose.
But not gonna pick up the first down. Instead, the Rattlers at Southern.
They punted the
Alcorn
ball.
State
Look how many
traveling
yards.
to
Look at the
back
total
north.
yardage, bro.
Southern's homecoming.
That's the
Irv
first down play.
continues
Every
to just
freaking first down, bro.
the
Give him the
defense
ball.
in the ground game.
Every first down play should have been giving him the ball.
Adding
Every
to
one of
total
them.
on the ground.
Staying ahead on the count, and every time you're ahead, if you get 3 or 4 yards on this play, then you run the ball again.
I don't know what that was.
Miscommunication there. And Morgan.
Now you need some offensive line protection. When you have a clean pocket, Morgan's pretty good.
Well, he steps up after feeling the pressure and dives ahead. So gains 8. Will the Rattlers come up with a stop? Open as Fortillion loses.
At least he got the
balance.
first.
It's good enough for a first down, but no.
I still say until somebody can beat Florida A&M in the fourth quarter, which has not happened in 2+ years, Jackson State's going to have to find a way to get it going.
That play was absolutely blown up from the start. Kendall Bowler was nearly blanketing.
I don't understand it, bro.
Morgan looking.
That was a big play. That's a big play. That was a big play.
Stays on his feet and picks up
That was
the
a big
first
play.
down. With Jacoby Morgan when he's needed to. And now with Jackson State leading the charge here. 1st and 10. Ball on the Rattler 36. Rolls to his right.
Why is that the first down play, bro? Why is that the play?
Too tall and out of bounds.
Why is that the play, bro? Why is that the play?
Watch at home. Second.
I don't get it.
In here.
Terrell should have been.
And Jackson State keeps it on the ground. They've had success. Irv Mulligan especially is wrapped up and brought down. Eric Horn and Cameron. Here on 3rd and 8. No pressure coming yet, but there. And Morgan suffers a big shot there, and a flag comes out late. Eric Horn. That's for case. Let's take another look at it here.
I mean, if you slow it down, you can make things look any old type of way. That's
no.
If the initial call from earlier in the game,
hell no.
It not called
yeah,
targeting.
hell no. That's not
say
targeting.
Here, this would also not be a targeting call.
Yes.
He's going to the ground. Now he does extend the forearm to the.
That's not target. He ain't hit his helmet.
He does extend the forearm to the helmet, so the head or neck.
After review.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Jackson State.
That definitely wasn't targeting. It definitely wasn't.
Be his longest field goal of the season. He made it from 45 earlier in the year against Lane, and this one is no good.
Nope. That kick was so bad, the ref had to find the ball. That kick was so bad.
about 5 minutes left to prove their point.
That kick was so bad, the ref was like, yo, where the hell that ball go?
You know, a 4 or 5+ minute.
Every year is win the fourth quarter.
Richardson falls as he pitches it out. Kelvin Dean somehow stays on his feet and gets positive yardage as Ashton. Just before the play clock expires, Richardson.
That was big. That's a big play, dog. That was crazy. I'm in my living room. I said, what the dog? That was crazy. We're going to talk about that, man. Whoa. That was crazy.
On the previous play, Daniel
That was wild.
where he thought he had single coverage on
That
the
was
left side.
absolutely wild,
Single
bro.
man route that way. When the safety buzzed over there, poor football security. And as you mentioned, Webb. Okay,
That was
scooped
crazy.
it up like a running back.
Yeah. To give them a lead by a touchdown. Can they convert here? Rolling to his right, looking, little crease and he's in. Jacoby Morgan. Can they muster it together here on the road and come back?
That was crazy. That was wild, bro. That's wicked.
Johnson fumbled.
That's wicked. That was wicked, bro. That was wicked. That was absolutely wicked.
Ashton Taylor's played it. Number 30, trailing the play. It's a combination of 30
Yeah,
and Reed Pulliam, number 7.
That's crazy. I know it was like that. That's crazy.
Catch.
That's crazy.
He's got possession of it, turns his back, tries
Oh,
to spin.
man.
Like the move by
That was
Evan
terrible.
Matthews in the backfield for Jackson State. He's your short yardage back.
And Morgan getting down, but picks up the first down on that run. So now it's going to bring up.
It depends. clinching this football game.
High
High
snap.
snap. Morgan
High
handles
snap,
it
boy.
and
You
gets
boy.
enough for the first down.
Whew.
And so Colsey,
Why are you running the ball? Take a knee.
no.
Yeah, they could have. Yo,
Pulling their way
they just
into
wanted
the
to stick
end
it to
zone.
him
Amari
because they
Matthews
really could have just
puts the
nailed the ball.
exclamation point on it for Jackson State.
They really could have just nailed the ball. All right, yeah.
Next, the
We're
Texas
done here.
Southern
Let's,
for
you know,
homecoming.
let's talk. Let's
They
talk.
had to
We're done here. All right. Here's my thing. See, let's go back to Jackson State versus Grambling. You notice how Jackson State lost by what? It was 21 points, right? The difference in that game was Grambling State caused 5 turnovers, but 3 of those turnovers turned into touchdowns. Now, Jackson State should have lost this game right here. Reason why they didn't is because even though they had a lot of turnovers, especially in the second half, Grambling State didn't do anything with them. FAMU scored 7 points off of 4 turnovers. But it's not about the amount of turnovers you create. It's about when the turnovers happen and what you do with them. And you notice how FAMU played a damn near a clean game up until those last 2 turnovers. And then what Jackson State did with it was also the main difference in this game. But my thing is this, and like I said throughout the video, and what I said during the game preview, FAMU ain't do nothing different than what we all saw. They can't run the ball, they can't stop the run, and they don't generate no pass rush at all. Now, my thing also is that Jackson State has some questionable play calling. I don't understand why, one, Terrell wasn't more involved in the offense, and why y'all didn't run the ball more on first down, on first or second down. Because, every time y'all ran the ball up the middle, y'all got at least 4 or 5 yards of play out of it. But then anytime y'all did a jet sweep or anything to the outside, it didn't work. If you notice the linebacking core of FAMU, they're quick going sideline to sideline. Like you're doing them a favor because they're great outside the numbers. It's when you're able to run the ball up the middle that gives them problems because they are light in the box. They are light in the box. That's been that way all year long. Y'all had over 400 yards total offense, and 200 of those were rushing. So, and that's what FAMU can't fix that. FAMU are built like the Cowboys. They are built to play with a lead. They are built to, if you're going to pass the ball, we have the DBs and the linebackers to play your pass to play your passing game. Morgan only had 150 yards passing, and they really need. Listen, they threw the ball 25 times. Jackson State ain't need to throw the ball 20 times. Y'all could have gave it to. This was a Irv Mulligan, Jacobian Morgan, and Terrell type of game. Y'all really ain't need to throw the ball like that. But Morgan had some questionable throws. He should have got picked off in the end zone at the end of the first half. That interception he threw in the second quarter, but I think that was just a great play by the defense. But other than that, man, FAMU, FAMU can't fix their problems overnight. They can't fix it. They don't have the personnel to do it, especially on defense. That's been their problem all year long. And I don't know what they can do to fix that. They're probably going to have to get some bigger guys to play linebacker. But they can't fix that, dog. And their offensive line, it hasn't, they can't run block. They're light in the ass in that too. They have to find a running game, dog, throughout the duration of this year, dog, because That's not going to work. You can't ask Daniel to throw the ball 30 times while y'all only running the ball for 70 yards a game. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. But Jackson State, at the end, dog, listen, I got to give major credit to Jackson State's defense the entire second half. They buckled down tremendously. They tremendously buckled down in the second half and played hard-nosed football. And they scored more points than FAMU's offense. That's a major plus. When Jackson State was turning the ball over, they didn't give up any points. They didn't give up no points, and that's a big key in this game. Major key in this game. And then you notice how when FAMU turned the ball over on their last two drives, you see that Jackson State scored on them. They scored 14 points on their last two turnovers, while FAMU only scored 7 on a total of 4 turnovers. Major difference. I thought that Jackson State was going to get burned by the turnovers, period. But if FAMU ain't going to turn those turnovers into points, then it don't hurt you. And that's the thing about momentum, is that and I was thinking this too, like, all right, so Jackson State ain't getting burned by the turnovers, but what happens if Jackson State start turning the ball over, or if FAMU start turning the ball over, and then if Jackson State turn it into points? Game going a different way. But this was definitely a classic. Definitely a classic. Y'all, Jackson State, I'm going to say they escaped with a win. Because, like I said throughout the duration of this video, they did everything they could to lose this game. And FAMU just couldn't take it. Just couldn't take it. So, shout out to Jackson State on the win, man. This was very much needed. They have Bethune-Cookman next. They're going to Bethune-Cookman's homecoming, and that should be exciting. I'm excited for Jackson State because they get to go to somebody's homecoming and ruin it. Cause I'm not gonna do. There ain't much to talk about. I got Jackson State winning that game very easily. Very easily. Very easily. Bethune-Cookman, boy, y'all in trouble. I don't know why y'all even schedule Jackson State for homecoming, but in terms of FAMU, man, y'all better hope. Unless Jackson State falls off the face of the earth, FAMU still has a chance to make the SWAC championship game. But that ain't up to you. That's up to Jackson State. They have the stranglehold on the division, and they have to lose 2 games in order for that to happen, in order for them to not go. But until that happens, I don't see it happening. I saw Jackson State winning this game, and my prediction was right, man. Listen, I saw a lot of the things that happened in this game. I kind of called it, but listen, FAMU gonna have to get it together, man. They gotta get this together because the way they've been playing, it's not suitable in the long run. It's not suitable in the long run. But y'all gonna have to run the ball more, Jackson State, and FAMU for that matter. Granted, y'all won the game. Yeah, hell, y'all ran the ball over 40 times, but y'all have to keep steady with. Y'all should have ran the ball 50 times. Y'all had control of this game the entire way. Y'all were play calling yourselves out of situations. Like, y'all would throw the ball on first down. For what? The running game's working. The running game is working. There was no need for y'all to throw the ball on first down at all in this game. At all. At all. Y'all see something working, y'all should have stuck with it. And that's been my problem with y'all throughout the year, is that I think I keep forgetting T.C. Taylor is the play caller for the year, for this year. My problem with him is that y'all see something that y'all been working, and y'all do something different to try and throw them off. And my thing is, sometimes you just got to keep it simple. Just keep it simple. whatever you see working, stick with it and keep going with it. Make them stop you. You have to make them stop you. You don't gotta trick them. You ain't gotta do nothing fancy. Y'all could have just ran the ball up the middle 40 times this game. They're light in the box, bro. And listen, Irv Mulligan should have got the ball 30 times in this game. He really should have. Irv Mulligan should have got the ball 30 times. But shout out to Jackson State for the win, man. Listen, y'all gonna throw a party, but FAMU, I don't know what y'all do from here. Y'all been playing this way all year long, and you can't change it because you ain't got the personnel to change. But shout out to y'all.